All right, guys. Can you hear me now? I can see it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Byron. You're so helpful. Thank you so much.
Done?
Yes.
You can call me back in here in 5 minutes?
I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I don't know how delayed it is, so... I can't believe you guys are here. Thank you so much. Yay! Sound! Okay, cool. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. My goodness, I am crazy. I've literally been sitting here trying to figure out this whole situation and I look insane. I know. This is like the most unprofessional startup way of doing this live chat with you guys. And like my anxiety has been like over the top like crazy recently, even though I get to stay home now, which we'll talk more about that. But let me get into some of your guys' comments and stuff since we were so busy. This is my very first time doing this setup because now it's like nice and clean and clear. It's not on a webcam anymore. My gosh, my heart rate is up so much, you guys, because I'm excited and I was so nervous. All right, let's start from the top. So Noah's in here. Hello, everyone. Hello from South Carolina. Hi. No sound yet. Oh, yeah. No sound. Yeah. Sorry. I've been following you. Okay, there's still no sound. Discovered your channel when I looked up Witchcraft and discovered SpellsOfMagic. Hello from Canada.
How are we on sound?
It's good. Everyone says hello.
Everyone can hear you?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, no rush. Yes, 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 it worked. There's sound. Alright, here you find. Miss your videos. Loud. Okay. Loud and clear. I'm new. I live in Jersey. I'm glad to speak to you. Light looks fab. Thank you, guys. And hello to New Mexico, too. Okay. I'm, like, so happy right now. Like, I don't even know how to contain myself. I noticed there's subtitles on my YouTube thingy over here on this end. I need to take a moment and breathe. Let's bring some good energy up in here. How's everybody been? How's everyone been handling this whole situation we're all going through right now? That's another reason why I kind of like wanted to do this instead of just like making a video. The other video that I posted earlier today has been set to unlisted because it got demonetized. It got like a copyright claim or something. I don't know exactly what for, but I'm over here taking care of you guys first, so I didn't even focus on that. Okay. Says, I'm so glad to speak to you. Glad I caught this stream. You're my intro to witchcraft. So happy you're still around. I'll tell you my curiosities if you don't mind. Like, okay. Thanks for being a great creator. Video years back. Oh, your channel's in lockdown? We're not in complete lockdown right now. Okay, so let me give you like a quick breakdown of what's going on, like with me and kind of like where I've been and kind of the situation I've been running into right now. And we're also going to get to you guys too, because I'm really curious on how things are going for everybody and kind of like where we're all at right now, because it's crazy. So for those of you who don't know, who don't know what I've been doing, since doing my YouTube videos, it got to a point to where I lost, revenue, and I also lost work for another area that I was working in. So basically, it was still associated with my channel, but I was working for like a company doing other stuff. And basically, I lost that income, and it made it to where I had to work a regular, 9 to 5. And what that was I ended up going to school and becoming a dealer, so a blackjack dealer. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for that too, just because they might not know where to stick that. Anyways, yeah, so I became a blackjack dealer. So my current work has been working, at a casino. And now we have this whole situation that's going on. So currently I'm out of work altogether. It's 30 days. They shut down the casino and I don't go to work. I have a job, but it's not me going to work every day right now. They gave us a bunch of options on how to try to remain stable for the rest of the month. But for the most part, now I have time. Now it's like I don't have to worry about going to work. I have time to make my videos and do what I love doing. And that's literally currently what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a good thing out of a crappy situation. And that's coming back to what I love. And this might not be the same thing for everybody else because there are a lot of people hurting, even us, and I feel like that I want to make this a blessing. I want to make this a positive thing out of a crappy situation. And it really sucks because I do see online that there's a lot of people suffering. There's a lot of people that they can't have access to things in general, like just regular everyday stuff because everyone's buying up all the toilet paper and everything. Like, it's insane. Like, we went to the store just to pick up regular stuff and everything's gone, and then it was packed at the same time. And things are starting to kind of calm down because there's restrictions out here now in Vegas, but it's like, I don't know, it's still really crazy. Like, my anxiety is a little up and everything. My heart's going, and I got my blanket and I'm running it through my fingers, trying to calm down. All right, so enough about me and what's going on with me and junk, but let's get into what's going on with you guys. Let's talk and connect, create some good energy, hopefully. All right, let's see. All right, I'm so glad to see you guys here. Hold on. My city just went into lockdown, and it's crazy. My husband got a paper, so if the cops stop him, he can prove that he has a reason to be out. Hello from Costa Rica. Oh, my boyfriend's parents are in Costa Rica. They retired out to Costa Rica. So I've been there. I've visited Costa Rica before. My state is in lockdown. So it's like, I'll remember this crisis every day of my life. Stressed, worried, scared. Ohio just declared lockdown straight midnight to midnight. Wow. Midnight to tonight. Oh, midnight tonight. My bad. I read ahead of myself. Should I be reading up over there? No, do it here. Even though I'm looking down. All right. I hate casinos. Too loud, and most people there to get into gambling. Live in Colorado. Was wondering if I can get a shout out. Shout out. Arrow Boy 49. School is canceled for the foreseeable future, which sucks because I had. Oh, okay, so you had your super important tests. Okay. Hit the like button. Oh yeah, it's restricted here too out in Vegas. They even have on the floor tape and stuff, how far you can be from each other. And they're very serious about it, along with the restrictions and everything. Your class is now online. They still got you. They still sucked you in. 'Cause sometimes, for us, not me now, but in general, school kind of, you don't want to go. But everyone's different, because my sister is obsessed with school. And then for me, personally, not so much. Yeah, toilet paper completely gone. Another Costa Rica. Wow, really? I'm gonna brag. I'm gonna brag to my boyfriend's mom and be like, hey, I have some followers out in Costa Rica. They're part of my wolf pack. My first time watching you. Thanks for the suggestion, Noah. Oh, welcome. Got an Archangel Michael pendant. Should I charge it? Yes. You got yourself angel pendant, charge it. And I just got one too. My little sister bought me one. And I love it so much. I'm not currently wearing it because like when I get ready, I just like I take my shower and stuff, but I have to take off all my jewelry. And sometimes when I put it all back on, I don't put on a couple pieces. But these are my main pieces that you would see me wear every single day. So I wear this ring here and then like all this and then this. Except for these, I don't wear to work because they get stuck in my rack. My, where you get the chips out of. That's what they call it. Haven't seen your videos in a long time. I saw your live. I got super excited. Yay. Thank you, Noah. I need to give Noah a shout out. Hold on. Wow. Okay. Alright. So, you gotta... I don't know if this is gonna be included in the chat on it being an issue, but YouTube is also demonetizing any mention of the virus. Like the name, they don't want it on there and they demonetize for it. And so when you put it in there in the chat, we'll call it the virus, I guess, you know, because like I don't know what to do. YouTube has gotten hardcore on people now. I don't know the saga you're talking about. Okay. Alright, you guys. I want to give a quick, awesome shout out to Noah because he helped me out so much. Every single time I get ready to do a live stream, he's the one that's there for me, and I'm like calling him and stuff. Like today I even messaged him before I started because I was like, I'm going to screw this up. You know, like, this is just what's going to happen. And I was right. He saw me, like, over here going crazy trying to adjust things. All right, you guys. So, like, let me see. Let's see if we can get some more people in. I'm burning an incense. It is a, like, it's one that I picked up for Mystic Minds. And it's, like, a mixture of different herbs and stuff. It's like a witchy incense, or witch incense. That's how it was described on the little box that I bought it in.
Just want to let you know audio's good. I saw your live feed. And
Oh, yeah?
I looked at it. I'm just listening to it. It's got a slight hiss.
Very slight.
It's really low, though.
Okay, that's good.
Got good audio, so we're good there.
Yay!
The other thing is, because it's going to time out in 30 minutes, you might want to just tap that button.
You want to just tap it right now? Ooh. It just went poop.
So you just might want to do that every 25 minutes. So maybe you want to set a timer on your phone for 25 minutes.
Okay, so I just saw... Alright, cool. Alright. Glad it could help. Okay, I know most channels. Let's see, code words. Yeah. Yeah, everything's been like code words now, and it's been crazy. It's been all over the place. So right now, let's see. We got 20 watching. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to post it up on Instagram. Everybody. Yeah, because I'm sure there was like some members that wanted to join, but it was like, I was like started 30 minutes later. I'm so embarrassed about that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you guys, like my anxiety level, and it's weird because I'm home. You would think I wouldn't have a high kind of like anxiety level, but I do. Like I've been tearing up the inside of my lips. I put on some lipstick to kind of hide that. If you watch, which you probably can't right now, if you watch my most recent video that I posted that is unlisted right now, you can see like a bunch of red and kind of like boo-boos in here. And it's because I've got like my anxiety. And then now I even went to my nails because one of the nails kind of came off. And then I started biting. And then I kept from biting my nails for months now, and I've moved to biting my lips. And then once my nails were available, I did that again. And it's just because of my anxiety. It's just like, you need to calm down. Even like right now, I'm talking like super fast and breathing a little heavy. All right. So Let's see what else. A few hours away from new moon. Is that planned? No. I literally was just like, I need to try this out, go for it. Because honestly, guys, I think I do want to have another stream in probably on the 25th. But we'll see. And then I think what we're going to do there is probably just going to be like ghost talk. And like maybe we'll even watch some little ghost videos on the stream and stuff. I'm wondering like if streaming is working out for YouTube or if I should consider going over to Twitch instead. But I'm not completely positive on what I'm going to do yet. But this is me getting my feet wet. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm trying to see. Okay. Oh, owner of the horseshoe. I can't even find that casino. You know, and I do work near it, you know, so I don't see it. You have a question for my cards. I don't have my cards with me. Or I do, but I don't have them out right now to be used. But my skin when I get stressed, yeah. Yeah. Anxiety, you know. You gotta find a way to like calm it down, and those are like our little things that we do to calm down and like recenter in a way. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to do like a picture of our stream. So that way everyone can know. What's happening? Ooh, my face. No. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. Did any of you guys watch my reaction video? It's not up right now because of what I was telling you guys about. And that's something else too on like why I've kind of stayed away from YouTube is because I had 2 videos taken down that I didn't do myself. YouTube took it down and basically it caused some strikes on my channel. So it's like if I got another strike then I was done, and I didn't want to lose this. I didn't want to lose what we built for so many years all together just because of all this random bull poop on the platform right now. I don't know what is exactly happening, but it's kind of made it to where I'm afraid that 9 years just gets thrown in the trash, and it's just crazy. But let me see. It says, my wife is curious what your shirt says. It says, witches used to ride brooms, now they ride motorcycles. So yeah, I own a motorcycle. No, I haven't done anything for the equinox. Your t-shirts are always so cool. You order them online? Yes, I did get this one online. You watched it? Yes. What's up, baby doll? Okay. As soon as I figure out what's going on, it'll be posted right back up as soon as I can. My main thing here is I was just kind of curious to see what you guys thought about it, if you guys have any input on it. I actually did see a comment that said that I should react to the one that he did where he spent the day with witches, which I'm extremely interested in. I clicked on it and I was going to start watching it, but I'm like, maybe I'll do a video on it, you know? Love you, Motorcycle Boss. I see you. Yeah, it does feel that way. And it's sad because this is such an awesome platform, and it's got so many faces and people that have motivated and inspired so many people, including me. Like I feel so inspired by so many creators on this platform. and for it to just get taken away by scammers for one, and then just a computer, because they run a lot of this stuff through some weird software. You know, so it sucks. Because it sucks because the love for it is just so hardcore, and it's kind of feeling like it's getting destroyed. Says, do you enjoy being a blackjack dealer? Yes, I do. I do enjoy being a blackjack dealer. I try to be as good as I possibly can be in anything that I do. And when it comes to being a dealer, because I deal more than one game. I deal blackjack, roulette, pie gow, like everything. Only thing is, like with craps, I finished school for it, but I haven't done any practice on the tables. And there's reasons for that. It's just because of like where I work. There's reasons, you know, and yeah. But I would have to say, if you don't have thick skin, you shouldn't be a blackjack dealer, because you have to understand, you know, you're taking people's money. Like, you aren't personally, but the act of taking their chips and stuff, you're taking their money, and that can hurt. And then it makes people get a little mean and everything. So you have to know how to handle yourself and also not fight people, because that's a big thing with dealers. You can't like fight against the customer with words and stuff. You have to take it directly to your floor person. So you sticking up for yourself isn't the number one priority unless things get too bad. Like, you have to try to be like, okay, hold up, no, stop, floor, you know. So there's that. Okay, it says, are you doing work against the blah, blah, blah to help? Yeah, like putting out that energy and healing energy, especially for like a lot of people too that are getting it, like, that I know. There's someone from the school I used to go to, she got tested positive for it. She's an older woman, but she's fine apparently, but they are keeping her in quarantine for 2 weeks. And then, who else? There's a fellow YouTuber, her daughter is possibly possibly may test positive for it, because they already tested her for the other things, but we don't know now. She doesn't have the update or anything yet. And my brother, I've heard some bad stuff from my mother, and it sounds like all the symptoms match up and everything, which has me scared for like my mother, because my mother has health issues, but apparently it's tearing him down a lot. And he's younger, like he's younger than me, and he's experiencing really bad like issues from this possible thing that he might have. It sounds weird when I'm explaining it, because I'm trying to be like going around the word. But yeah, so he's experiencing some bad stuff with that, but I think he's caused respiratory issues on his own, and that's why he's having such a difficult time with it. Because there's a lot of people out there who say their experience hasn't been as bad as others, you know. All right, so let me see. Comments kind of left me for a second. Input on what? It's crazy how dramatic my perspectives change each age I turn. Do you ever get nasty customers? Ha! I could have a whole channel based on nasty customers. You get all different kinds of nasty. You get the rude, mean, wicked person, and then you get the people that are being very inappropriate towards you. And I've had it all. It is crazy. But the thing about me is, you can be like super mean to me, and I'm not going to do mean crap to you, especially in a work environment. I'm not going to get like wicked with you. And what I end up doing is I'm just quiet. It's like, you know, you can go ahead, sit there, be nasty, do your little thing, but I'm not going to let you affect me. $20? What? you just donate 20 bucks? I forgot I had that enabled. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Destiny Davis. Thank you so much. That that means a lot to me, and I shouldn't be like worked up over it. Thank you so much. I need to like calm down. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so let me try to get back to the comments. Destiny, thank you so much. That means the world. Thank you. Okay, I need to I'm trying to get back to where to go. Yeah, so I try to be quiet and not, bother anybody. Like, the only issue is, like, as a dealer, you're trying to entertain people, and then if you have this one nasty person and you become quiet, it's like it affects everybody else because you're trying to give everybody else a good time, too. And then when you have that one nasty person popping in and just destroying everything, it just, like, kind of sucks. And it creates, like, a bad air and energy at the table. And it's thick, and it's like, I can't sage over there. All that cigarette smoke, though, you would think I can. All right, let's see. Thick skin for criticism? Yes. Thick skin for criticism, and also, like, people just being outright rude to you. There's some people I've noticed in my job. It's like they leave their house with the intention of just making everyone's day suck. And it sounds so bad. And I like literally think to myself when I'm working, like, why? Like, why is it like that's like your mission? Like, there's nothing else. No matter if their cards are good or if they're winning a lot of money, they don't care. And I just don't understand why. They just want to be mean. And I don't get why people are like that. It's like a lot of people go through a lot of stuff, and they go through some of the darkest times of their life, and then they still find a way to be sweet or smile or good to people. Like, I just don't understand where that person feels that being like that all the time is like awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. It seems too draining. Okay. All right, so let's see. It says, I was given an incense tube that included incense sticks of 4 different colors, red, blue, yellow, brown. The ingredients are not included, but the person who gifted it to me told me they work 100% for money. Have you had or worked with any money-attracting incense or other object? I'm not completely sure they work. Thanks. I personally have not actually like purchased money incense. A lot of the times it'll be something that I'll make that I know what I put in it. But if something does advertise that, then I would go for it, because at the end of the day you can still charge them and then use them for that. But doing it yourself is always going to be stronger and better, and I would recommend that instead of just using those. But if you don't want those to go to waste, I would charge them with that intention and then light it. And make sure you just light it with that intent, because then you're still giving it power, and you're giving it that power to attract money, because you said that's what it's made for. So you already have it in your mind. You might as well just put it in there and like the intention in and use it, because don't let things go to waste. But if it smells good, you can still just burn it for a nice smell. My main thing is like I like things with good scent, and that's also going to provide like protection at least, or bringing in like positive energy. Okie dokie. Man, I'm talking like, a lot and fast. Okay, so thanks. It's so crazy. Just stop by to say, hey, spiritual peace. Oh my gosh, thank you for joining in, even if just to stop and say hi. says, my wife says that the shirt is awesome. Can you give an example of the worst patron that you've had to deal with at a casino, or the funniest? Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm like digging into my brain of like things. All right, I'm going to tell you about... Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the worst. He's not completely the worst, because there's another gentleman that I dealt with, and he is very, like, I don't know what's wrong with him. But I'll tell you about the one that almost hit my floor supervisor. So I was still kind of new at the time that this had happened. I was at the back blackjack tables. I was dealing a 6-deck shoe, and it was a 6-5 payout, and yeah, so basically I had some new players. I had like one player who knew what he was doing, and then I had this one gentleman who just popped in out of nowhere, and he put his money out, and then he would start, like, he was like the first one to receive cards. So when I got to him, I would sit there and I would wait, and he's got a 19, you guys. In blackjack, you have to get to close to 21, but like if you have a 17 or above, you don't hit. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't. It's just basic, strategy when it comes to blackjack. And this guy, he had a 19, okay? And then I moved ever so slightly, because usually what I do is I put my hand out to, like, let you know it's your turn, and be like, hey, I'm paying attention to you. Go ahead, hit if you want. And he was like this. And then I moved just a little bit, because I was trying to adjust this guy's card, right? And then he was like, I didn't tell you to go. I didn't say I was done. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, sir, I didn't move on at all. I was waiting for your signal. And that's like how I literally talk to somebody, and I, especially when someone gets mean like that, I try to speak sweet to them, because I'm like, no, I wasn't trying to cause you any issue. I was trying to be, nice. And then I'm like, ooh, like inside I'm like, this guy's going to be trouble. So then finally he waves me off, and then I move on to the next person. And he had to say something about this person's hand. But then after that, he like, I think I got 21 or whatever. So then I ended up taking his money, and then he's like, oh, and he like left, right? So I had a bad feeling about this guy immediately. I'm like, okay, cool, let's see what happens. And I'm like, I think he might come back, though. So I decided to tell my floor supervisor about it. And she's a woman. And she was like, okay, so I'll keep my eye open for him. So she understood what I said to her. She took it into consideration. She took it serious, even though he didn't really do anything massively crazy. And then he did come back. And it was like she knew, because then like I glanced at her, and then she glanced at me, but she was already in position because she saw him come up, and she just had that feeling. And then from there, he got a 20. And he did the same thing. He like kind of flipped out on me about moving ever so slightly, and then she saw that. And then I move on to the next person, and then the next person has a 20. And then he told him to split it. And in blackjack, usually... It depends. It depends on like the shoe and stuff, but it's not common to split your face cards. But regardless, so he got to him, and he's like, you have to split that. I don't deal with this amateur crap, blah, 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 blah. And then my floor supervisor said, sir, you can't tell the other players how to play. And he was like, well, I'm not here for this amateur beep, 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 left and right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy. And he just started going beep, 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 beep everywhere. And she's like, okay, sir, you're done. You can leave. She grabs his stuff, tells him to get his stuff, and he's going to go. And he's like, I'm the real Las Vegas Mafia, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like over here between the chairs saying like, sir, you need to go. And then he was like, in her face, and he was like, you don't think I'm gonna hit a woman, blah, 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 blah. And they were like this close to each other, and she's like, you're gonna do it, then do it. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I felt like I started it, and like they were fighting this close to each other, and it really seemed like he was gonna hit her. And it took a gentleman to come out and try to like separate the situation. Our security was slacking. I don't know where they were, but they got him out. But it was insane. I thought she was gonna get hurt because of me. Okay, you guys. All right, so that was that story. I do have a funny one, but let's get some other questions and stuff in because I'm over here talking so much. All right, so it says, are there any training classes on how to be assertive? No. I'm sorry you're going through that. Sending love and light your way. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. Sorry to hear that. Thank you again, Destiny, for your donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Do you ever yell back at people when they get nasty? Absolutely not. I never do that. And the only time I have ever gotten a little bit of lip with somebody, it was with this other gentleman that I was going to mention, but I'm like, we'll hold that off. He was like, I think I took his money or whatever. And then he was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, it's not even your money. Why don't you give me some of that money? It's not even yours. Like, he got really nasty. And I said, I understand that, sir. And you want to know what else isn't my money? That's not my money. But you still choose to play it. And then he got really mad. And then he's like, you have no heart. You have no emotions. I'm not talking to you anymore. He's like, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time talking to you. And I'm like, freaking good. Like, in my head, I'm like, thank God. Like, my energy just can't deal with all of, like, this negativity you're putting out. My goodness. But yeah, I've been completely nice to so many people that have been so, like, rude to me. It says, are you an Aquarius? I'm an Aquarius. My moon is Aquarius. I'm a Virgo, though. My sun sign is Virgo. And then I'm a moon Aquarius and rising Sagittarius. Hold on. I just thought of something right now. Sure. I'm going to send something to one of my friends. I'm going to see if she'll come on. Do-do-do. Paste. Boom. Cool. All right. Let's see where we were. Yeah, but I'm a Virgo. Love numerology. Yes. I love numerology too. And then, like, what's your guys' lucky number? Because mine, oh, no, I have too many. All right, I'm going to say 3, though, because 3 is one of my lucky numbers. It seems like things in my life happen in 3s, and, like, certain information seems to happen with 3 a lot that I receive. Says, yeah, I have immune disorders and asthma. Oh, no. So my family is very scared for me. Thank you for sending healing energy to those that need it. You know, that's something that we can all do. Like, we could, right now, everybody who's here, who has a candle available to them, no matter what candle it is, no matter what color it is, because it's all just going to be intention, we could all light a candle after this stream, or actually before the stream is over. We could do that if you guys are down. And we could light a candle with the intention of sending healing energy to everybody, not just those who are dealing with it now, but everybody. Because to avoid everyone else getting it, you need to keep the other people healthy too. So probably before we get offline, we will all light a candle in order to send out that energy. That'll be our intent. That'll be all of us now in our joint energy doing that. So it's something we could all do together. You don't have to, but if you'd like, we'll do it before the stream is over. Okay. And then it says, yeah, okay, I already read that one. I hope you guys did not hear that. My boyfriend's playing video games, so he's probably saying a lot of bad words. Alright, I burned a Ouija board a few years ago and just found out that it's bad luck. What are your thoughts on it? And curious, what would you do if that happens? Alright, so when it comes to burning Ouija boards, it's not my thing. I don't like doing that because it's like a tool between those worlds, this world and that world. And I feel the same thing about, like, other magical items that I use. Like this, for example, if for some reason I thought this like messed with me in any way, like this, for example, I'm not going to burn it. If anything, I would bless it and give it back to the earth, or maybe give it to someone who would like to have it. Especially with Ouija boards, it's better to kind of like give it away. Unless it's something really bad, then it's better to cleanse it, bind it, and lock that bugger up, you know? But burning it isn't really a thing that I like to do. It's probably just a weird little superstition of mine, but that's just how I am. There's some people who do cleanse them and remove cords and stuff and then burn it. By doing that, I think that's how you can cut yourself off from the whole bad luck thing. Because I feel like that there's possible still cords there, and that's where that bad luck can happen. Okay. Do you know of the Madeleine McCann disappearance? If you do, have you any theories on what happened? I think it's so awesome that you brought that up right now. That is completely my thing. I'm super huge into true crime and also dark history. And when it comes to the Madeleine McCann case, I don't know what I can say on here about that too much, but I am very, very passionate about the way that I feel about that case. And I haven't pulled any cards on it. I've thought about it. I do know there's another, sorry, I don't want to like lose focus on you guys. Don't want to go dark. Okay. I know there's another YouTuber who does card readings on like pop culture and true crime cases and stuff like that. I actually have his deck right here. And I don't trust her parents. Let's just say that. I might make a complete video on it and see if we can get away with it here on YouTube. Or maybe we'll find another platform to talk about it. But in my opinion, her parents had something to do with it. And it's more than just the evidence. Like, it's the evidence, big time. The evidence to me points too closely to them having something to do with it. How much of that, I don't know. I might try to find out. But also their behavior. Like, not the way they mourn or anything like that. It just seemed like everything was far too staged on the way that they looked to the media. And for example, this is something that stuck to me for a very long time that a lot of people I don't really think care about or thought about. And it was when they went back to, I believe it was Portugal, to get questioned by the police. And when they got out of the car to go into the question, or where they're going to be questioned, or when they exit, I don't remember which one it was, Madeleine McCann's mother had a backpack, right? And she made it to where she wanted it to be visible that she had her daughter's little toy bunny. And the thing is like, if you are carrying something with you, like, why, it might be me reading into it too much, but she had it in a way that she wanted it to be advertised on the backpack so that the media would see it. So that they would be like, oh my gosh, she's so hurt and worried about her daughter. She's got her little bunny with her all the time. Like, why wasn't it in her hand? You know what I mean? It's like, it seemed like it was too staged. It was just like a bunch of little red flags and why I don't see a good outcome on the parents' end. But this is all alleged and opinion, and it's all because of certain things that I've found out. So let me know what you guys think. But that's a very interesting and cool question that you put in there. All right. I've had people be mean to me all the time. I'm sorry about that. It sucks. It makes going to work hard, but then like you have those awesome, really sweet people that you deal with that make it so much easier. says, I used to work at casinos when I lived in California. Did that for 6 years. Wow, really? Definitely would use magic to protect myself and get people off of my tables. You know, you guys, I wonder about that. I wonder if sometimes when I don't want someone on my table, if my intention affects something. And the reason why I say that is because I get lazy, you know, and sometimes I just don't want anyone at my table. And there's this thing that happens to me sometimes too. And please don't take this like me gloating or whatever. Like, I'm just trying to give you guys an explanation on why I believe maybe a little magic is being tossed in there with them getting off my table. So I get put on big money tables like a lot. And at the place that I work, we don't have like super big money, but once we start having like black on the table and then some purple, that's big money. And usually if there is a lot of big money happening somewhere, like there's like action, and the dealer isn't as experienced, they will pull them off that table and have them replaced with someone who's more experienced. And I get pulled off of tables and I get sent there to handle the big money. And one day I was on Pai Gow, and I love Pai Gow. I don't get it all the time. It's something that you see mainly Asian dealers on, and it's because it is an Asian game. It's played by primarily people who are Asian. And they like to have someone who can speak, you know, different languages on there and stuff, which I'm working on. I already have been doing Japanese for 2 years, and I'm working on Mandarin right now. But anyways, yeah, so I was at a dead table on Pai Gow, and then my floor supervisor told me when I came back from break, get on this table. And it was a table that had big money, and I had to replace the person and deal with big money. So when I was there, I'm like, I want to go back to my table. Like, I don't want you here. So in less than 20 minutes, I took this guy's money like crazy. And it wasn't like I did it. It was like the cards. 21, 21, 21, 20, 21, 21. If he would hit, he would bust. Like, nothing would work out. His double downs, he wanted an ace or a 10, he would get a 2. You know, anything and everything. Like, I just was killing it. And then, like, I wiped him out, like, over $5,000 maybe. And no, it was like, not $5,000, probably like $3,000. But I was just killing it. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, where did this come from? But it was like, I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be at my table. And he lost it all. So then as soon as he lost it all, I'm like, can I go back to my table? And he's like, oh, let you wait for a little bit. He might come back. But I did eventually get to go back to my table. But I do wonder if I have like that intention thing that gets people off of my table, because I have experienced it multiple times, not just with that situation alone. I would love to do more wolf necklaces. I want to do them in silver though. But I haven't done any. I do have all the supply for it, though. And I do want to make smudging feathers to sell. Vodka smells good. You can't really smell it, can you? Because it kind of smells like it's going to burn your nose holes. Love the new hair and doing energy healing for your mom daily. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, no, that's not for me. That's for Noah. My bad. I should send some her way as well. What age were you when this happened? When what happened? Thank you so much. Hope everyone is staying healthy. Very welcome. Noah. Oh, it moved. Wow, it's a lot. Okay. Oh, conversation. Okay. Have you ever studied what it means to be... No, I haven't. To be a Mastery 11 in numerology. No. But I do get 1111 all the time on the, like, when I check the time, it'll be 1111 or 3:33. And I noticed it's been happening, like, back to back consistently for the past couple of days ever since this whole quarantine has started. Am I able to carry conceal? Okay. So you can't do that at a casino. And me, I do have my permit though. So, you know, I don't know if you know, but like I do own a lot of them and I do have my permit to carry. And I'm careful with saying that word too. But they do have it available to where you can have security walk with you to the vehicle. And it's far though. Like, our parking area is far, like, and it goes off to where there's not that many people around, which is sketchy as heck. How do you determine your moon sign? Oh, okay. So, you need to do your birth chart, basically. And you can go into a birth chart calculator and put in all of your information and you'll be able to find out your entire birth chart. You're just going to get the base though. You're not going to get all that extra stuff that you can get if you actually got really deep into your birth chart. Because your birth chart can even tell you about your future and things that happened to you from your past that you have to make up for currently. So birth chart information is like super awesome. My moon being an Aquarius has like kind of more having to do with, it does have to do with my personality, but it has to do with more with the way I think. And yeah. But go to Google, just type in birth chart calculator, and then you should be able to input your information, and then boom, you got your moon and everything. I went to school for it, but I didn't take all of it, like all the really good stuff you could know about your birth chart. Okay. How many Wolfpack members do we have in here? Wonder if we dropped any of them. 30. Wow. Okay. Yeah, all you can do is ignore and not give them your energy. Your stories make me cringe. I'm sorry. Yes. And it's so hard to like keep track of like every spot that I'm at, but I'm loving all of the communication. This is what I've been wanting with you guys for so long. Okay, it says I'm 7 in numerology, and I always wonder how much better my perspective would be if I was 11. Yes. Heck yeah, Destiny. I don't personally. I love your hair color. Thank you. It's better. It's supposed to be like silver, but right now it's just kind of like blah. Plus I just ran out of purple shampoo. So we'll see how this goes. Let me see. No. But it's slightly faded. It used to be like a silver blue tint, which was so cool. Gave me like Inuyasha vibes. No. Lord Sesshomaru. Okay. It says it's getting ready. We were talking. Don't have them, unfortunately. Rush to the bedroom to pull out the candle. Yeah. That's what I'm going to have to do. I don't have a candle in here, but I do have an incense. So I'll probably vanish and you'll see me like run back in frame with my candle. Or I'm probably not going to do that. I was going to say I was going to yell at my boyfriend, like, hey, give me a candle. I wonder if he's watching this stream. Okay. It's like, I lit one just before you said that. I have a ritual working with my spirits on this. I regret it. I wish I would have never burned it, but Thank you for letting me know. I have Madame LeCan's birthday. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I do see what you're saying about the trafficking. I was wondering about that too. I'm wondering if it has something to do with it though. Like if they go together, like her parents and the trafficking thing that you mentioned. Hello, Rowan. And do you know of Cal Harris trials? That name sounds familiar. Would you be able to refresh me on the trial? Trust your gut and watch the body language and lips. Absolutely, you can manifest people to leave. Where the mind goes, the human will follow. How do you feel about the Lori Daybell case? Lori Daybell. I'm going to have to look up the face for that. So let's see. This is funny. We're just hanging out. It wasn't so much like, we're all witches here though. It's just, we're having different conversations. Oh, I can see how many people are on. I'm crazy. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do know about this case. This case is some other kinds of crazy. So give me a quick second. There was another case that was mentioned. It was Cal Harris. The Lori one? My goodness. Cal Harris. I would probably have to be refreshed on the Cal Harris one. It looks familiar, but it's just not coming to me right now. But the Lori one, I can't believe everything that's happening right now with that. I don't understand. Like, the whole thing that's going on with it is it's possible that she had done other bad things previous to this, and she's been pulling it off for a bunch of, like, for a long time, and even with, like, her previous husbands and everything. That's, like, the allegations that are going on right now. And, like, her brother was involved with taking out her spouse and junk like that, and then now her children are gone and missing. And for me, I don't know if they had updated anything yet, but I don't feel like they're with us. You know, I just don't get that from this case, and it really sucks to think that because they're so young and that's their mother. Like, she should have been protecting them. And that's got to be, like, the worst betrayal, you know? I'm going to get emotional because I'm just going to start feeling things and, like, making myself open and sensitive. Okay, let's move on. It says, I'm a baby witch here and I need advice. I'm nervous to tell my boyfriend. I feel he won't understand and think it's a joke. But I've been so drawn to witchcraft my whole life and I'm just starting. Hi, Isabel. All right, so I finally got to your comment. Hopefully you're still with us and I'm not just talking to nobody. All right, Isabel. This is the thing. And this is something that a lot of people have to realize and that I've had to realize growing up, and that's you need to be true to who you are. And if what you're doing isn't hurting anybody, then the person who loves you should love you for you and shouldn't let your practice change the way that they look at you or think of you. So you need to make sure you have all the knowledge you could possibly have on the practice and how it works and the people in it and what your practice is to you, so that way you could let him know about it and also explain it to him in a way that it's not going to come off like you don't know what you're talking about at all, that you don't have all this knowledge that you would need to kind of like debate with somebody if they wanted to try to tell you that like you're crazy or something like that. Especially like shows and stuff, like if you just recently started watching some of the recent witchy shows that have come out, like the Sabrina one and the Charmed reboot. Like, they might think that, oh, you just saw a show and you're like, oh, this is a great idea, and they might try to associate it with getting, what is it? Hold on, let me make sure I don't lose you guys again. Oh, I accidentally took a picture. Oh, I'm back. Cool. So you want to make sure that you have knowledge, and you want to let them know that the practice isn't like Harry Potter. And it is probably, I can't say this because I don't know about the Sabrina thing, because I never watched it. But from what I can see is that they very much have it to where, like, she's like the daughter of the devil or something. But I could be wrong because I haven't seen it. And if you have that, they're going to immediately associate witchcraft with the devil, and you need to make sure that they know that those two aren't, they don't correlate, basically. It only depends on your practice itself. So make sure that you know that if he loves you, he's going to love you for everything, as long as you're not hurting anybody. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay. Next one. These would be great cards to pull and ask questions. Okay. There would be great cards. Questions. Konnichiwa. I saw that. Julie. Would have upset you if you thought that was a joke. Oh, you wear a lot of gold? Okay, then I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to make it to where there's some options. Hello from Israel. Nice. That's super awesome. Just arrived. Okay. It says Akasha will send healing energy for your mom as well. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. Talk about our work. What you start witchcraft. So witchcraft is something that's, for those of you who don't know, it's something that runs in my family, and it's something that basically I just grew up with. It's normal to me, and I think that even though there's some of us out there who are raised in certain practices or certain religions, because this one's considered a practice, I made it to where it wasn't just a practice to me. I made it part of, like, my religion. And so it was normal for me, but it was also not something that was forced down my throat. It was something that my family was just, like, slowly giving me information on as, like, my abilities and stuff started to develop. And what that was like seeing spirits and like entities and stuff, and they would take form and also harass me and bother me, and they would introduce me to protection spells, and then they took me further with, like, things for, like, luck and money and love and just blessings and everything like that, and, like, fortune telling. Like, oh my gosh, like, we dream and we have things come true in our dreams. My grandma too, specifically, she's crazy with that. Not crazy, but, you know, she's good at it. And what else was I saying? But yeah, it's something that's normal, and then I ended up taking it to the next level. I kind of mixed what my family had already taught me and also, like, everyday traditional, you know, witchcraft, like modern witchcraft, from, like, how much it's developed since then. And I have my family, modern day, and my twist, and what I do in my practice. But it's something that I've always had in my life, and in some kind of way I was practicing witchcraft just a little bit in my life growing up, even as a kid. You know, like, they would teach me how to sense energy in crystals. They would tell me how it's got a heartbeat and everything, and I would feel it. So, like, how am I not going to believe them, you know? It's just something that happened in my life, and it's part of me, and I love it so much, and that's why I teach it, and that's why I'm here, and why I started here 9 years ago. And can you believe it, guys? 9 years. My goodness. I have a weird lifelong fixation on Teletubbies. Sorry to be weird. That's a cool add-in right there. I have millions of questions for that show. That's funny. Okay, so let's see. To me, the way that their stomachs go. Oh my gosh, this is such a random thing. They got tossed in there. What blood type am I? I think I'm O, but I'm not positive, and I've tried to figure out before. And the thing is, guys, I stay away from the hospitals as much as I can, because for the longest time, I didn't have health insurance. I've only recently gotten it from my job, but even then, it's not even that good. But for the most part, I've hidden from hospitals, which is the people that would be able to tell me. And I can't donate blood because I get a tattoo, like, all the time. Like, my back, I just got a big old back piece, and I think you're supposed to wait 2 years before you can give blood. And hopefully I don't get demonetized for that. But, basically, like, yeah, you can't give blood if you have tattoos for like a certain amount of time, and it's like every time I'm about to expire, boom, another tattoo. I probably get a tattoo about once a year. It says, I hope so. Honestly, I made an offering for a deity I called out to, and he asked what it was, and I told him it's tea, which is true. There was black tea in the jar, also time and some coins. It sounds really good. Like a snack. Let's see. I want Kakashi hair. That's my dream. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Did you know that I love Kakashi, Noah? Like, did you know that? Because I'm obsessed with Kakashi. Me and Kakashi have the same birthday. Like, if you look it up, if you look up Kakashi Hatake, his birthday, it's September 15th. And I'm like, yes! I freaking love Kakashi. That's what this tattoo is. Wrong way. Wait. Boom. Sorry. It's like a mirror, and I'm just... Oh my gosh. So this is a Ambu Black Ops tattoo, and we had it customized a little bit to kind of make it like trebly and edgy, but this is the Ambu Black Ops. And I got it because of like Naruto and Kakashi. Kakashi is my freaking character. I love him so much. So you just hype me up, because like now I got like Kakashi this and that. I think you knew though, because I think I posted about it before. But the silver hair look, anime straight up, that's what I love and like. He loves playing guitar, working on cars. He's crafty, hands-on. Hi. Hello, Alicia. Welcome. Crafty. Okay. Why hasn't Madeline McCann's body been found? Are you guys really wanting the tarot cards to bust out? I was also thinking about doing something like that too. Like doing a live stream, maybe pull a card here and there. But it's a lot of energy when you do like multiple people and trying to pull different things constantly. Sorry if you didn't hear that. Because I know, what is it? With Aphrodite, when he like does his, I'm wondering if he kind of has a little bit of like when he's doing his streams, I notice he's not as fluid, but I notice when he does it to where he is just recording and he doesn't have other people involved, kind of, because in a way we're all together right now, even though we're far from each other, like we kind of have a connection going. And like I feel like that sometimes that affects the reading, because then you have like all these people with this intention on this like one thing, like the Madeleine McCann case. We all have like our thoughts on it, and then like if you see me pulling a card right now, you're gonna be like all focused in like what's gonna be said, even if it's good or bad. So I feel like that energy, you'll be able to feel it really thick while doing a reading, like live. trial 4 times for his... Oh, okay. That reminds me of another case. The other case with his wife went missing, and then there was like some really crazy stuff going on with his father and even him. His father had certain things on his computer he shouldn't have had, and he also was very forward with his son's wife, and then he ended up taking his 2 children, and he took them from this world along with himself. I'm trying to remember what that case was. Oh, it's gonna bother me because now it's like in my head and I'm trying to remember the name. Because I said it like not that long ago too, because like that case makes me so upset. Looking at meditation and chakras today, which surprised me. It says, do you know how to handle spirits and ghosts well without being affected by them? Every time I start meddling with magic and ghosts again, my life becomes... Yeah, okay. Alright, soul. So, spirits in daily life, to get them to stop messing with you, especially with like magic and stuff, it's really hard because when you're doing your magic, you're really shining your light. That's the best way I can describe it. Like your light is bright, and it's kind of like little fireworks go off, you know, in other planes. And then those spirits and stuff that might be on those planes will see your fireworks. So then they'll come to it, you know. That's why protection and stuff is so important, and cleansing your space and having a sacred space. Because that sacred space will keep those things out. You'll kind of keep them from seeing your little fireworks. And then the energies or the entities that you want to see your fireworks will see them instead of everybody. Because then they get nosy. Then you start having spirits coming in left and right. But with daily life, usually if you make it your intent when you start your day, or like you make it a point to the spirits that are around you, like we're only going to talk when I'm in this room at this time or whatever, or when I open this space. Like that's something that you can set up as well. But you do have those random wanders that come through, especially for those of us who are very sensitive, like psychic mediums and everything. It's so very hard to keep spirit away. But that's where cleansing and sacred space and everything comes in. Especially grounding yourself before you go to bed is another really big thing to do. And that's something that my grandmother has taught me to do, is grounding myself before I go to bed and creating like a force field. The force field thing is something I came up with that I added on to when I ground before bed. But it really helps with keeping things from like coming into your space. I don't appreciate them coming in the bathroom. And I don't appreciate them coming into my bedroom when I'm trying to sleep. And that's something that's really hard because sometimes I do hear them try to talk to me while I'm trying to sleep. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But I hope that helped. Sacred space, cleansing your space, and making sure you take control and you let them know. Don't mess with me right now. Mm, 9/11. Okay. I love that everyone's like helping each other in the comments and everything. Ooh. Every time I like try to click down a little bit, it like bounces the comments like super high up. Oh, they don't sell sage in Brazil? Oh, what about dragon's blood? Dragon's blood is a really good one. And then everyone's giving each other advice, and that's awesome. Tiptoe Chick passed away. Yeah, I remember that, and I made sure that I mentioned it in my Zach Bagans video, because she was a major inspiration, and that she was one of those creators that made me and inspired me to do what I do today. And that's the worst. Like, I don't even want to think about it right now because I'm gonna get upset. I know she's got her kids and stuff, and it sucks. And I think it was even near Halloween, too. The new witch show on Hulu? Which one is that? Is that light as a feather? Yes, she will be loved and missed. Motherland. Oh, Motherland. I've heard about that one. I haven't watched it yet though. It'd be it'd be really cool to be in a witch movie, I'll be sure. Amanda, is it worth watching? Yeah, is Motherland worth watching? Do I believe in the death penalty? Ooh, I probably should have said on YouTube. Whoops. Okay. That. Alright, so that I do. And with what I do in my practice and stuff, it doesn't seem like something like I should, you know? But I think that it's not something that should be thrown around like whatever. But I do think that there's some people that are just very, very, very bad and they will continue to do bad stuff or whatever. But in my mind too, the thing is like if we do keep them off the streets, then why why does that penalty matter? But there's some people, it's like they do fear it the most, and when they are the ones who ended up doing that to somebody else, like they've determined that for somebody else, why should we determine that for them, you know? So honestly, I think I'm kind of torn between it, because I will watch some of these true crime cases and I will get so passionate and so upset of what they did to somebody and like the details behind it that I end up throwing like kind of that sympathy in the trash, which I shouldn't do. So honestly, I think I'm just torn with it, because it can be seen in two different ways, and I think a lot of the times when I get to where like, yes, take them out, you know, it's because I'm so upset and angry that they did something like what they did to somebody. You know what I mean? There's some cases that you hear are just a whole nother level of bad stuff, you know, and I don't like those people. So God forgive me. Forgive me, forgive me. Oh my goodness. Thank you, that was so helpful, Akasha. My boyfriend has an idea, but mainly of native beliefs. He is a native, so example, he cleanses with sweetgrass, never sage. I don't know why. He doesn't like sage strongly. So when it comes to natives, they do use sweetgrass a lot, and that what it does is it can clean out, you know, negative stuff, but it can also keep the positive energy in, and it attracts the positive spirits and the positive energy. So maybe he doesn't like the sage because it gets rid of everything. The sage will like clear everything out, and it's almost like an empty void, and you do need to like fill it with something, and sweetgrass would be the perfect thing to do that with, and even lavender. Motherland is worth watching. I will give it a go then. Do you have thoughts on Onision? You want to know something? When it comes to Onision, when I first started watching his content, it was years ago. Like, he was one of those top couple of people I would watch. Like, I enjoyed his, like, weird, crazy, like, little skits and everything. I haven't gotten into the details of everything that's happened currently, because I've seen him just kind of, like, switch. You know what I mean? It was almost like when he would pretend to be something in his skits, that became reality to him. And it just was who he was all the time. And it really sucks, because he was someone who I enjoyed watching some of his content. It seemed like after the whole thing with, I forget what his one ex was called, but she was a singer, or is currently still a singer. There was some like whole thing going on between those two. I think it was like Shiloh or something like that. And I don't know like what went wrong. And then I know that he had this love triangle with his wife or something, and that was kind of unhealthy. because it's not something that was established before you got married. So I don't know. I literally don't know what to say about him. I haven't been up to date with everything. But I do know that he did an interview with Blair White, who I literally just got introduced to yesterday. I just got introduced to her content yesterday, and I saw that she did an interview with him. And I thought about watching it, but I'm like, you know what? It's probably better I just don't get sucked into whatever's going on with him. I just ended up unsubscribing because the little clips of things that I did see, I didn't like. It was very bad energy. Mugwort for wait. Mugwort first. So this is yeah. Oh, cedar. Cool. The Teletubbies again. What's going on? Hey, Anarchy Man. If you're still here. Oh, we're losing people. We're probably going on for a little too long, you guys. So we'll probably do a couple more questions. I'll try to catch up with all your guys' comments, and then we'll probably try to go on to 9:30, and then we'll probably get offline because I'm thinking everyone's probably getting tired and wanting to go to bed. It says, I feel like the next 2 weeks should be spent on a cruise ship where there's free access everywhere. Kakashi is the best marriage material character in fiction. Yeah. I love Kakashi so much. He's so sick. Let's not forget, though, Sebastian, Black Butler. But he's got the black hair. And also Sesshomaru. We got to think of some other silver-haired anime characters. I love that we can relate on so many things, you guys. We got anime, we got true crime. Like, we could talk about everything. And witchcraft, we got witchcraft, anime, true crime. It's a good time. And Teletubbies. Let's not forget the Teletubbies. Silver hair, I got that covered. Hi. Hi, Alicia. Okay. Josh Powell. Yes, you got it. The Josh Powell case. Yep. You're good. Josh Powell. That case, oh my goodness. That makes me all different kinds of mad. Where is the case in New Jersey? State involved. Madeline Grant. How do you ground yourself before bed? I have a strong opinion. I was 100% guilty of killing her husband. I thought the first episode of Motherland was okay, interesting enough for me to watch the next episode. Okay, so I read a couple of things that I want to kind of throw out there really quick. Grounding myself before bed, and let's talk about the Motherland episode really quick. So, let me know what you guys think about Witcher. I only saw the first episode, and it was really bad. So, I've heard from a couple people, they said that you need to watch more than one episode in order for you to enjoy it. But I've heard so many good things, and I've had people at work, like, basically think that that was what I was aspiring to be. But when it comes to grounding yourself before bed, what you do is you can do this sitting up or laying in bed, so that way while you're in bed, once it's done, you can just let loose and just go to sleep. I think I've actually done a video on it. I have a video on it. So if you do need to go back for the same information, just go check out my video on grounding. But what I would do is I would imagine roots coming out from my feet and then going all the way down to the earth and kind of like wrapping around the whole entire earth, touching the core and seeing it as a bright light just coming up through the roots and coming into my body through my toes. And then for the top part coming out of my crown chakra, I would have branches going all the way off into space. And then basically the energy from space or the universe, because basically it's going up into the universe, you would see them light up from the branches and come all the way down to your body through your crown chakra and running through your chakras. And then the energy coming from the earth is coming up through your other chakras, and they're coming into the middle to meet. And imagining that light kind of like spiraling through your solar plexus inside of like your center, and then they're blending together and spinning and just going all the way through your body. And that's how we would ground before sleep. And then just basically you have that energy there with you, and you go to sleep. And then it's like you're kind of like balanced out. You got that energy from the universe and from earth, and it's just become one within you. And then something else I would do is I would also create like a white light. It was almost like basically it would explode for the most part. And I would make it fly out into the center of the room and then just kind of explode, right? And it would explode in a way to send out the light. And then I would kind of picture like dark creatures, bad things, not good things, kind of just going, and like burning in the light and stuff. And then as soon as they were out of the way, then I would imagine a gate around my whole entire room that's got like these lights running through each gate, or each piece, and that basically if anything dark or of negative energy tried to touch it, it would burn. And that's how I would lock up my room before bed from any like negative energy. Says, do you know she's in the Las Vegas trip who was accused of in Arizona? No, I do not know about that case. What else? Created after a book. I feel bad for her trying to read all. I'm trying, you guys. Oh, is it done? Oh, no. God, this is crazy. There's so many. But it's exciting. Okay. Having an affair, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Handmaid's Tale. I haven't made it through that at all. I haven't watched it. I watched Harlots, though. I love that one. Because I love the detail that they have for, like, the old times. And, like, just all kinds of things. Like, I appreciate how much detail they put into that movie. Or that that series. You know what, you guys? I'm wondering if we're just going to have a true crime thing. Like, on my other channel. We'll probably do some true crime. Because it seems like a lot of you have an interest in it. And that makes me excited. So if that's something you guys are down for, maybe we'll do like a live stream for true crime or whatever, or we'll talk about it somewhere. Because it seems like that we all have the same interests, which is really cool. What are the plans for future streams? So I'm hoping to possibly go live on the 25th or maybe the 26th. We'll talk about it. You guys put dates that are recent that you want me to do this, because it says that the casinos are closed for 30 days, but, I don't know, something might change. Might be like, okay, come into work in a week from now or something like that. And I want to take advantage of all this time we're going to have. So let's set up another live stream, and you guys tell me, what do you want? What do you want me to do in our next live stream? I'm aiming more for spirits and stuff. I'm hoping that maybe we can talk spirits, maybe watch some YouTube videos of like some clips and see what to say about that. Like, we'll put in our opinions. Is it real? Is it fake? What kind of thing do we think it was? Like, what kind of entity? I think that'd be fun. Okay. Okay, I already went over how you ground yourself before bed. I'm actually planting lavender. Awesome. I want to plant more stuff. I've heard of Orium, and I've actually had someone from SpellsOfMagic tell me to check them out. But they do charge a lot. They take it sounds super messed up, but thing is that the psychics there have to charge more in order to receive a decent kickback for their readings. So I don't want to go through that website and then hurting you guys. Like, let's say I do want to create an income from doing it live or talking to you guys and doing readings and everything. If I use them, they are going to take most of that money, so that it's going to push me to put it at a higher number, so at least I can make something for my time. And that's what they do to, like, that's why so many of the psychics, they're like charge like $3 a minute, and that's so expensive. Like, some of the most famous psychics don't even charge that price, you know? So I know fame has nothing to do with how well you are as a psychic reader, but it's, ooh, we're back. Whoops. I forgot. I was over here talking too much. But yeah, so I don't want to hurt somebody's pockets, you know, who needs help. And then, like, I'm also trying to support myself to live, you know, so I'm iffy about that site. I'm not saying it's bad, you know. It's just money-wise for you guys, I don't want you to, like, I don't want to kill your pocket. Yeah, Archangel Michael. I love him. His energy is who I call to the most when it comes to protection. I even had this one reading with one of these decks of cards that I did, that is from Aphrodite's collection, and something came in that wasn't supposed to, and I could tell, and it was almost like I got like a signal from him letting me know, and then I asked Michael to remove whatever came in, and then after that it like disappeared. It was crazy. So when it comes to your Book of Shadows, a binder is probably good to start out with, because your beliefs and everything might change. And then I would eventually move it to something a little bit more permanent that's not so much like throwing things around and everything. Or you could have both. You can have a book to where it's like your detailed, perfect work and spells that you made, and then have that like random draft stuff in your binder. Plus, in like a regular book, you can provide what had happened when you did certain spells, so that those who might see it before you, if you do pass it on, will kind of know what to look for after casting a specific spell you might have put in there. Yeah, Sebastian. Tokyo Ghoul, heck yes. Love Tokyo Ghoul. Another white hair character, right? 11:11. Bring in archangels and forecomers before bed. Thank you for that. How do you feel about energy, about current energy we're at war with? Basically, right now I think we should be creating more positive energy and trying to be putting out healing energy, and don't dwell too much on the negative stuff, because I feel like if you do, then you're just going to draw it into your life. You know, the law of attraction. You don't want that bad stuff coming into your life. So, good positive energy. Alicia, I love true crime. Me too. Okay. Star Seeds. I encourage you to look up and watch 48 Hours Mystery Episode, Diary of a Showgirl. Oh my gosh. Showgirl. An accused. Okay. I'll check it out, most definitely. I need other forms of entertainment right now. But I've been working. I've been trying to get content out to you guys, and I'm trying to build up some ideas and stuff. So if I have like a week, maybe I didn't post a video, I might go live, give you guys some time to like hang out with each other. Would love a true crime live stream. Amy, go with you. What about Twitch? Reading per subscriber. Oh, that would be so cool. That's very smart. I love that. I already have a Twitch up. It's Akasha_wolf. I haven't made a Discord yet, but I'm thinking about doing a Discord. Works, if anyone works with deities. Okay. Woman interested. Okay. Opinion on who? That individual? Okay, we do get to make... Ooh. Oh, tarot reading. So I don't know if we're like going down more creative, a little more journaling, or for more journaling. Loses her temper, but people still love her. Tarot reading. Okay. Yes, we are still lighting a candle before we go. We're going to be going at 9:30. So give me a quick second. Everyone will be on standby really quick. You can talk in the comments real quick. I keep saying real quick. And I'm going to go and get a candle. And I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back, you guys. I'll try to hurry up. Love you. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. So, I got my candle, and this one's going to be a 7-day candle for mine. You guys don't have to have the same. So that is a very good question. Like, do I look for philosophical meanings and why people do what they do? You know what? You and me connect really well when it comes to that true crime stuff, because one thing that I wonder about is, you know, the weeping woman, the spirit. I wonder if that's a particular entity that will affect mothers. That's like a theory of mine. I feel like that it's an entity that affects mothers, and that the mothers who choose to take their children from this world by using water, I'm wondering if they have been influenced by that kind of spirit. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can describe it. But there's certain things in true crime that I look at that I wonder if it's too common. It's like something that happens too much with multiple people with kind of the same thing that they do. And it's not like because they saw somebody else do it and they wanted to do what they were doing. It was just that was the way that they chose to put this through. You know what I mean? With how easy I'm trying to talk about things. But yeah, if you kind of get what I'm saying. I do it a little bit, but I don't do it too much because I like to go with evidence as much as I can, and also what I see in a person's face and the way that they talk to you, see if they're telling the truth. All right, everyone, it is 9:24, so get your candles ready, and we'll light one for everybody. Okay. Spins Explain the name Akasha, Akashic Records. I'm new, thanks to Noah. Oh, thank you, Noah, for recommending people. So Akasha is my magical name, and it is the name that when I was looking for one, it was the one that came to me. And it happened when I was actually looking around. I was thinking and I was looking, like, what should I have as my name? And then it was like my intention thing, right? And then one of my books fell on the floor. And when I picked up the book, my eyes went right to Akasha. And it said what Akasha was, that like earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And there's Akasha, which is basically like the Akashic records and everything. It contains information, but it is also creation. Like you can create in almost like a void is what it is for the most part. And I got a Buddha name when I was studying Buddhism, and that name means the same thing Akasha means. And she didn't know that that was my name. And that was the name I ended up getting. But I do have a video in more details about how I got my name. All right, and was that a skull in her pants? No, it's actually what we were talking about. It's Tokyo Ghoul. Like, I got it from Hot Topic. But yeah, boom. I look with. Is it Kaneki, right? Anyone interested in trading urban legends and folktales? Oh my gosh, that would be fun. I'm loving this. You guys are so awesome. Quarantine is so much better that we have each other. Sally Clark. Okay, I'll look that up too. Let me take a picture with my phone so that way I don't forget. All right, we're getting to the countdown. We've got 4 minutes to go before we get ready. All right. Did you Gabriel Case on Netflix? No, I haven't. Take the time, the person, and align it with your birth chart. I am firmly convinced that Sally Clark was a victim of evil spirits that influenced her. Interesting. But I can't put my finger on why the spirits would randomly pick her to target. It can, for me, I think it has a lot to do with kind of like your mental state at the time, and also like if you have a moment of weakness and something was just coming by at that time. All right, holy crap, you guys, I'm all caught up on the comments. What? All right, so since I'm caught up on the comments, we will try to get the candles ready. So basically right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to focus my energy, and I'm trying to ground myself, and I am clearing out the candle of any other energy and putting in my energy with my intent. So I think we probably have a topic going for our next live stream. We're probably going to be doing urban legends and stuff. But, and also ghosts. So we could probably look up some urban legends online too. I think that would be fun. Alright, so get your candles ready. So I'm trying to fill this candle with my intent, with what I want it to do. So I want it to heal and to go out and heal everybody, not just those who are sick, and help give everyone strength through these times, because it is hard for a lot of people out there. There are people who did lose their jobs. There are people at my job that I do know were laid off because of this situation. So I'm thinking of them too. Alright, you guys, let's get ready. Get your candles ready. Alright, It's almost 9:30. All right, everybody. I'm going to clear the energy, create a sacred space, remove any negative energy. I'm hoping this sound of the bowl doesn't mess with you guys too much. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's all think about everybody in the world. All right, light your candles. And make sure you think about your intention. All right, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope that we all lit our candles and we're going to create some really good energy and send a lot of healing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining in for this live stream. I hope I got to everybody here. I tried to respond to all of you. If not, you can leave a comment under this video and I'll see if I can get back to your question. We will be having another live stream coming up really soon, so keep your eye open on all of my social media and I'll try to post it up there for you guys. But thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for still being here and supporting me. Even after all this time, I haven't been providing you with consistent content. But know that I love you so much and I appreciate all of you. And I would also like to give a special thanks for Destiny for donating $20 on the super chat. I appreciate it so much. I currently can't work, so it means a lot to me. And thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Blessed be. I love you guys all so much. And thank you for being part of the Wolf Pack. Bye, everybody. So let's figure out how to close this stream. Thank you so much, you guys.